Fire Goddess here, and today I am back with another video. This one is going to be a fun one because this is something I've thought long and hard about. As someone who is connected with the elements and connected with all 12 combinations, there's earth, air, earth, fire, earth, water, and then, fire, water, there's 12. Unless you're including spirit, then there's more. But as someone who works with all the combinations and the energies of the zodiacs and the energies of elements, I put together my own little your zodiac if you were this is what you would be or do, because I see a lot of those online, but they don't really connect with the zodiac energy. Like people will say, "Oh, this is your meal. This is your cocktail drink if you're a Leo, or your cocktail drink if you're a Capricorn, or if you're Sagittarius, or Scorpio, or whatever." Um, but a lot of people don't do their research in that. Some people do, though. I have seen cocktail ones where it looks like that it would be the Zodiac's cocktail, but some people don't do their research. They just do it for fun. So me, when I do these kinds of things, I do my research. I mean, I don't really need to do research because I already know what elements are connected with, and I actually connect and have it make sense. Like it's well thought out, it makes sense, it's connected. So, this one's a fun one. This is one I came up with a long time ago. I don't know if it exists out there already, but I came up with it, and these are the reasons why I came up with it. I put thought into it, unlike some people who don't put thought into theirs. But I know the energies of, whew, got a little loss of reflex there. I know the energies of all the elemental combinations. So, I mean, it's interesting to think that there's 4 elements, and there's 12 combinations with just 2, and there's 12 zodiacs. Coincidence? I don't think so. Just like there's 4 elements, 4 seasons, and 4 directions on the compass. Is it a coincidence? Who knows? So anyway, this one's really fun. I came up with this one a long time ago. This is, what would your zodiac bring back as far as food-wise if you were in Viking times, like, the Vikings, and, they were strong, and they were energetic, and they were adventurous, and they brought back the food. They had to hunt, they had to forge. Did they forge? I think, anyway, they had to scavenge, they had to, look and explore. So I thought, what would your Viking zodiac bring back to the tribe or group, whatever you want to say, if it were food? So we'll start with Capricorns. Capricorns would bring back the fruits, and that's because, well, Capricorns, is that any more to explain? But also Capricorns are earth and water, and fruit is earth and water. So that's the Capricorn. Now we move on to the Aquarius. What would the Aquarius bring if it were a Viking bringing food back to the group? Obviously water. Aquarius is water, and even though some people say the little jar they're holding is air, a long time ago it was water. I feel like some zodiacs changed a long time ago when they found that calendar thing, and it switched the way people thought of zodiacs. But zodiacs would bring the fresh water. They know water. They know how to, find it, clean it. Aquarius would bring water. Now we move on to Pisces. Pisces would obviously bring back the fish. I mean, they're Pisces, they're fish. They know their way around the sea life. Ooh, I can't tell if that's potatoes or not, because sometimes potatoes give people acid reflux. Anyway, excuse me. Aries would bring back the nuts and seeds. Aries are scavengers a little bit, and they know how to find the tricky things, and they're more of finding the more focused on the nutrients of things, and they're more good at being able to forage or search for littler things and know where the right place is just to find them. Um, so that's what the Aries would bring back. The Tauruses would bring back the vegetables. I mean, they're Taurus. Do we really have to explain? I mean, it's like with the Capricorn. Taurus is earth and air. Vegetables are earth and water as well, but Capricorns are more fruit because they're more sweet-ish, and Tauruses are a little more standard, straightforward, full-on go, like more connected to earth, and vegetables are more earth than fruits. So the Tauruses would bring back the vegetables. The Geminis would bring back mushrooms because Geminis are truth seers. They see the truth, and mushrooms, if you've tried them, they show you the truth. So, truth seers, truth bringers, bring in the mushrooms. Now, Cancers would bring back the crustaceans. I mean, they're Cancers, do we have to explain why they would bring back crustaceans? They're more tricky though. They know just the right spots where to get one, and where a crustacean could be, and how more to relate to the, I don't want to say hunting process, but it is a hunting process. So anyway, Leos, like myself, even though I would never hunt, if I were a Viking, I would be bringing back the red meat. Leos, we love bringing main things. When it comes to food, even in nowadays, when I provide food, I always want to provide a main staple and not a snack. Because us Leos are protectors, and we look over people and watch out for people and watch over people. So, man, getting a lot of messages. So we like to bring the stable, and the stable is the red meat. Plus, we're Leos, red meat doesn't make sense. It takes fire to cook a lot of red meat. You could eat vegetables raw, you could eat fruit raw, but you can't eat red meat raw. I mean, in some cases you can, but it takes fire for the red meat to cook. So, we like to bring the main stables. So Leos bring back red meat. Virgos, they're more reserved and calm and don't really want to cause conflict. They can if they need to, but they're air. That's their main element, which means they're chill and relaxed. Remember, guys, not everyone feels connected to their zodiac, and that's okay. This is just for people who do feel connected to their zodiac. It doesn't have to be your sun. It doesn't have to be your moon. It doesn't have to be your rising. It could be a completely different one. But it could be your rising and not your moon, your rising not your sun not your rising, your sun not your moon, You get it. So, Virgos, they don't go far. They more so work on things, so they bring back the milk, whether it's a goat or a cow. They like to work. That looked wrong. They like to work at it. They want to feel appreciated. They want to feel like they've done something, but they know they can't do. Virgos aren't capable of finding a lot of the other things. So to prove their worth, they bring back the milk. I'm trying to think, because I know there's 12, and I'm like, oh God, I'm not missing one after Virgo, right? Libra. Libras will bring back the herbs and the spices, because a Libra is a scale, it has to do with balance. And when it comes to balance, herbs and spices are very important, because if you put too much herbs and spices in your meal, it's very unbalanced and doesn't taste good. So Libras, they know how to balance things out, and herbs and spices takes a lot of talent to really balance the true potential of that out. So, Scorpio. Scorpios bring back the berries because scorpions in real life have poison in them. And a lot of Scorpios in real life, people who are Scorpios, they know how to deal with a bunch of bullshit and, in a way that's poison, that's toxic in life. They can detect, toxicity because they know what toxicity feels like because they're connected with it. So, Scorpios bring back the berries because they know which ones are toxic and which ones aren't, because they know what it's like to feel toxin in them. They connect with, they know. That's their power. Their power is to find the good, find the bad. When it's berries, they know which ones not to pick. They know which ones will kill you in an instant. And I think Sagittarius is the last one. Yeah. Sagittarius, they bring back the white meat, like the chicken and birds and stuff, because birds are a little more complicated to find and catch. So Sagittarius, they know how to work with complicated situations, and they know how to be clever in a situation to get what they want. They also have that arrow, which is great for reaching birds. And once again, they are partial fire, and you need fire to cook white meat, Just like Cancers have a little bit of fire in them, you need fire to cook crustaceans. Pisces, I always feel conflicted with Pisces, like if they're water and fire, water and earth, it's always so hard. But if they do have a little bit of fire, I guess it would make sense because, you also need fire to cook fish. So Sagittarius, bring back the white meat. So in a nutshell, Capricorn, bring the fruits, Aquarius, bring the fresh water, Pisces, bring the fish, Aries, bring the fruits and nuts, Tauruses, bring the vegetables, Geminis, bring the mushrooms, Cancers, bring the crustaceans, Leos, bring the red meat, Virgos, bring the milk, Libras, bring the herbs and spices, Scorpios, bring the berries, the non-toxic ones, and Sagittarius, bring the white meat. If you're a Viking, that's the food you bring back to the group. It's all important. All right. Thank you so much for taking your time and watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment the video down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Bye.